And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Redo. I'm your host, the RPG guy. Let's get back to it here. And we were looking for these little bastards. But there's still more of them out there. Any idea? Something about a great view above ground. Somewhere with a great view. It must be a big mountain or something. There's still 7 of my friends out there. I know it'll be tough, but please, you must find them. Alright, well, there's 2 mountains in the game that I can think of. And that's obviously Mount Ordeals, and what would the other mountain be? Mount Ordeals and Mount Hobbs. It's going to be one of those 2. I have a feeling it's Mount Ordeals. To me, that seems like the bigger mountain. But like I said, I'm going to do this off screen. I'm going to go hunt down where this dude is. He's at one of the 2 mountains, because obviously this is a very different setup. Though I think these are places where we bump into White in the DS. I don't remember the DS one as much, but I have a pretty strong reason, or at least a pretty strong rationale, to believe that he would be at Ordeals over Hobbs. But we'll check whichever one's closest first. Probably Mount Ordeals. Yeah, so we'll see him if he's there. Alright, Rooney guys, looks like we've made our way to the top of Mount, which mountain is this? Not Hobbs. Ordeals. I actually ended up going to Hobbs first and was kind of disappointed he wasn't there. I'm gonna change my idea. I figured, oh, he might be there, but I was right the first time he was on Mount Ordeals. Because you never came back from your trip. Yeah, fuck you. Get home, motherfucker. And yet again, we've got to kind of make our way all the way back to the Feymark. We'll see you there. Alright, we've made it back to the Feymark. And let's see who we got to find now. Please, you must find them. I heard about a big black bird that will carry people on its back. There's one that says something about wanting to ride it into the sky. Alright, obviously that's the black chocobo. Right near Troya. So we'll go get that one next. Alright, and we are in the chocobo forest where the black chocobo resides. And we're gonna grab another one of these assholes. That's right, fucker. Get out of here. So for those of you wondering, the black chocobos are found, and I'll show you where. They're found here. Yay! Whee! Gives me quick runs home. We'll see you guys again back at the Feymark. Alright, back here in the Feymark, let's find out where the next one will reside. There's still more of them out there. Please find them. Do you have any idea where they're going? This is more like a grown man. This little devil just loves to drink. He's gonna go above ground. My guessing he's out drinking somewhere. Okay, he doesn't like to go above ground. He likes drinking. I'm gonna say he's probably in the Dwarven Castle. I'll actually show the finding of this one. I think he's in the bar in the Dwarven Castle. Which is pretty easy to get to, and there's no fighting or any guesswork rather. It just seems like that's probably where he's hanging out. If he's not there, then it's maybe the inn in one of the other dwarven town that's available. So we'll go get this guy real quick. Like I said, he's probably the closest one. What are you drinking? Fucking sody pop? With a fucking half soda. Alright, I'll be honest with you. Half soda, half sake. You're wasting good sake. That's why I put shit sake in there. Oh, then you're not wasting good sake. Damn right. If I want good sake, I'll drink good fucking sake. There's a difference there, bud. Alright, and there he be. Alright, asshole. Thought we had ourselves a beautiful babe here, but it's just you. What a fucking dick. These guys are so much fun, I guess I lost track of time, haha. Alright, so that asshole's back at the Fey mark. And we now get to huff our way back. I don't know if I've shown you guys, though. The Fey mark, you don't have to fight your way through the Fey mark. Actually, the first time I went there, I'm like, oh, god damn it, now I gotta fight my way through the fucking Fey mark. That's not the case. There's actually a robed dude standing right there who will teleport you down to where the inhabited area of the Feymark resides. So it's not like I have to walk through the Feymark dungeon every time. If I had to do that, I mean, I'd still do this for this augment, because this augment is that broken. I'd still kind of go through the routine of doing this, but I just don't see a point of fighting all those enemies, because what are you doing? You're forcing the player to gain an extra 2-3 levels, probably, if there's 9 of these guys, which I think there were 8 of these guys. Wait, you have me running down here off and on X amount of times, and at the end of the day, what? What did you gain from it? You'll gain the augment, but you'll also gain a ton of unnecessary levels, making the game a little, maybe even arguably a little too easy. Alright, where's the next one? One of them wanted to go play with a friend underground. It seems this friend is an Eidolon too. Each other's probably having all sorts of fun. Maybe the little darling forgot to come home. Wait a minute, what? Friend is an Eidolon too. Underground. This one's okay. So underground could be anywhere, like literally anywhere. I would assume wanted to play underground. I'm thinking any of the major caves in the game, possibly. What is there? There's the Antlion's Den. There's the underground waterway. There's the cave coming from Castle Iblan. There's the magnetic cave. I could have easily just missed a clue too. Could even be somewhere simple, like where the rat's tail, where we deposited the rat's tail for the adamant ore. Oh god, it could be in any of those fucking places. This isn't gonna be fun. Well, I'd say we'll start at the obviously easy places, like the adamant ore site. We'll also check the Antlion Den. We'll check, fuck, like I said, it could be anywhere. What the fuck? It could be anywhere. It could even be underground here somewhere. But I don't think so. I think he's referring to a cave. I've always thought that this was a reference to a cave. So it could even be the Cave of Mist. You know, that's the only cave that has an enemy relevance here. The Mist Dragon. So let's check here real quick. I'm not gonna make you guys sit here through this. We'll check the Mist Cave. Okay, after checking everywhere in the world underground, I had to go underground. And I found him here, and oh god, it so pissed me off. You don't want to know. It doesn't take as long as you think, because you just power through fights and whatnot. But just the fact that I had to travel all the way through here just to find this asshole. Oh god. Motherfucker. Fuck this guy. Alright, so that was not enjoyable by any standard. Let's keep looking, let's keep looking, looking. There we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So anyway, we found him off to the Feymark. To the freaking Feymark! Oh, he's goddamn, this dude's the worst. As we got, I think, 4 more to go, or 3 more to go. With our luck, there's gonna be like 1 in the fucking middle of the last dungeon. You fuckers laugh. Just saying the obvious here. There's a one rambunctious little tyke who loves adventures and is always on pretending to be a sword fighter. You're saying about going to get a weapon made. Maybe you should look around places like that. Weapon made? Well, that's pretty easy. The only place in this game where weapons are made is Cockle's Forge. It's Cockle's Forge. That's fucking Cockle. Like the cockle of my heart. The blowout from my sphincter. Okay? So it's Cockle's fucking Forge. You don't have to be so violent about it, brah. I'll be as violent as I need to be. If it's not Cockle's Forge, maybe the town of Mithril. But see, there's no weapon maker there. It's just there. So, or he could be in the cave where the rat's tail is. See, I turned on auto battle. These guys aren't too hard. So we'll make our way to Cockle's Forge here. Alright, we're outside Cockle's Forge here. Oh, look at that. He's right there. Any sword made for me is this. But watch out for monsters. No problem, monsters are sure as long as I have that sword. Well, Leviathan's gonna get mad if you keep putting yourself in harm's way. You're an idiot! Get the fuck home! Alright, so we've done that. Yay! Woo! Happy day! Lip service, lip service, lip service. Alright, back to the Feymark we go. Fucking A, fucking A, motherfucking A. Motherfucking I, motherfucking I, motherfucking A. Alright. Running, running, running. Keep them footsies running. Running, running, running. Rawhide. I'm getting too old. I think I'm getting old when I'm singing fucking rawhide shit. Which I'm sure a lot of my viewers don't even know what the fuck that is. That's when you know you're getting old. It's up there with Bonanza. Bonanza! There's less music. She's always talking about wanting to go to the moon. Somewhere on the moon that has to do with music. Somewhere that has to do with music. It's not it's not the Lair of the Father. It's not the only place it could be is the Hummingway abode or the Namingway abode. Did I just say out loud pretty much what the answer was? The Hummingway abode. Hummingway, Namingway, all of those fuckers that make those noises. Got it. I'm sitting here thinking of what else is there, and the first thing I say is fucking Hummingway. So, ladies and gentlemen, to the moon! My testicles! So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those boring running around episodes where we gotta fly to and fro and all over just to find Billy Jack bullshit. But for those of you who have not been with us to the Hummingway abode, you're gonna learn where that is. Not that you really need to know where it is specifically, because there's not much to do other than get there and get her done. Blarg, blah, blah, blarg, 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 blarg. Blarg, blah, blarg, blarg, blah, blah, blarg. Blarg, 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 blarg. Blarg, 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 blah, 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 blarg. In we go. Alright, let's see. Hey, look at that, there he is. Hum, 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 hum. Wander around the land up here. I was just so much fun singing with the gang here. I guess it's just lost track of time. Alright, but it was so much fun. I have to visit again sometime. Bye, everyone. The fucking asshole. Make me travel or fucking do infinity and beyond to find you. What a douchebag, bruh. We can use this moment while we're in the lunar whale to fucking take a rest here. Bling, bling, bling. I can't believe I'm wasting your guys' time with this. All of this for one fucking augment. So those of you wondering what augment that is, well, you'll find out. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. And again, like I said, you get this augment much more easily in the I think in the Nintendo DS version of the game. But now I'm not so sure, because now everything's kind of thrown me off here with this quest. All I know is that for sure we're doing the right thing by going about it this manner and finding all the different eidolons, I don't know, Feymarkians, Feymarkians. And they're, like I said, spread out all over the world from what we're observing here. But like my memory of the DS game was that you just had to do something for white. I don't remember what it was either. And again, when you go to do it, it is all explained to you then, but right now, it just looks like you're just flying around the world to collect these assholes instead. I want to say it's something similar to this, but I honestly don't remember, nor do I really care. I just want to get this done. Yeah, I pooped a little. Alright, let's keep going here. One of them says about a lunar expedition, so you'll probably find him somewhere on the moon. You know what? A lunar expedition, huh? Well, he's either in one of the lunar caves, or he's where I really wish he wasn't. And I have a feeling he's inside the lair of the Master, lair of the Father. Not too keen about that at all. At all. Not too keen about it at all. I don't think he'd be in one of the caves. They're too short. Well, let's do this. If he's not in the realm of the lair of the Father, which is where I keep saying Leviathan, where Bahamut is, at least we don't have to go through there later. Pretty sure that's where he would be. I don't see anywhere else that he realistically would be outside of the lunar caves. And to me, that just seems a little too convenient. Besides, it gives us a chance to build up some levels with Cain, too, so... See, I'm double guessing myself. He's either in the fucking lunar caves, or he's in, the lair of the Father. I think I want to say he'd be in the lair of the Father. I don't see why, because you're not doing an expedition under lunar expedition. He's not on the surface, that's for sure. Well, there's only 2 caves up here, rather than that big deep cave. Nah, you know what? We'll do the lair of the Father. We'll take it all the way in, and if he's not there, then we know exactly where he is. And I figure it like this, one way or the other. If he's not on the other side, I'd still have to come here and check anyway. And it's realistically just easier to do that. So I'm going to check the lair of the Father, or whatever that's fucking called. And when we come back, we will, if I find him, I'll let you guys know. If we don't, we'll have to work our way back. Well, we did do as good. We guessed right. He is found in the lair of the Father. No, goddamn, now I gotta deal with this asshole. Dealing with asshole promptly, sir. How are you gonna deal with it, soldier? With extreme toadness, sir! Extreme toadness, extreme toadness. Okay, anyway. So, we'll pick him off. Lowbrow style. Get some Like I said, one way or the other, he was either in this cave or the other one. He just so happened to be in this one. But I figure if we did the harder cave first, it would just be a real easy transition to do the other cave. Whereas if I did the easier cave first, I would have been bitter because this would have taken longer. So, I guess either way you slice it, it doesn't really matter. But to me, I like tackling things harder because I have more energy in the beginning to look for the guy. Whereas later, I won't have said energy. So, and then I'll just be kind of bitter that I have to go through all that bullshit to find him. Let's use the rejuvenation station to the max. Now, this whole episode is going to be mostly, the rest of this episode, so some of you might be wondering, well, this isn't going to be a really long episode, is it? Because you haven't really done much, and you'd arguably be correct. I haven't done much, except look for these fuckers. But this episode is going to be talking a lot about the augments that we still have, and that have not placed on characters, as well as the augments, and what augment setups we're going to go with for the final dungeon that is coming up. In due course, of course. So, let's land this bitch, and let us go back to the Feymark. I thought about trying to do this episode and then kind of make our way back to the Crystal Palace on the moon, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. I mean, we're going to go that way anyway, just so we can just take the next episode and go digging right into the, final dungeon. Oops, did I ruin something? So those of you who are wondering, who've never played, yes, we are reaching endgame. We are right on the rim, or the fringe of endgame. And this is just obviously something to pad the time for this game, unfortunately. I'm not a big fan of padding games by doing shit like this. I think this might have been the last one. And if it wasn't, there was only one left. Alright. Or so, I don't know. I've lost count. I just know we found a shit ton of these assholes. And we should be getting down to the end of how many we have to search for. Fucking pricks. In their little red robes. I'm gonna shove them up their ass. Their communistical robes. Okay, I'm just kidding. Alright. And we finally get the Pierce Magic Augment. Fucking sweet. Fucking A. Let's get out of this place. We're gonna go, to the moon and we're gonna save. Or actually, we can just save right when we get outside of here for all I give a shit. I got all them Feymark motherfuckers. Yeah. Fucking sweet, fucking sweet. Alright, let's make a save. In case I, done goof or something. Alright. Here's what you need to know. We've got augments. And you bet your ass this is the time to use them. Let's talk about these augments, as they can be confusing. Easiest one to do is the pop darkness onto Kane. This allows Kane to be kind of a powerhouse. His innate ability of darkness, or not the innate, but what do you do is open a battle, cry, followed by darkness, pretty much followed by jump. And everybody just gets fucking pissed. Everything gets its shit fucking dealt with, and it's a really great way to go along with that. I can't stress it enough. So definitely something to look for. Let's do these two here. Now this is HP plus 50%. I usually give this to Rosa. Again, you could give this to Cecil to blast his HP through the roof. But I don't see a reason to, because the stuff he's already got on is pretty good. Some people would say give it to Kane. Again, I'm not a big fan of buffing Kane more than he needs to be buffed. Rosa needs the health. It's your healer. I'm a defensive player. This, to me, fucking makes sense. Again, I don't know why people screw that up. And last but not least, Piercing Magic. Now, Piercing Magic is important because it pierces through Reflect. Nothing's greater, nothing can be greater when you've got Piercing Magic and Reflect on. Now, more importantly, again, it's an ability that will allow Rosa's healing magic to pierce through either enemy shields, enemy reflect, or our own character's reflect. And that's a pretty damn good deal. Twin cast is kind of up in the air. I usually put that on Rosa and Cecil, not that I need them to. But if they use Twin Cast, they can actually cast the Ultima spell. And you know what? Because you guys have been such patient motherfuckers, such good sports, we'll maybe do that in a little bit here this episode. And there it is. There's the generic layup. I'm going to keep Guild Farmer because if you're going to do multiple playthroughs, Guild Farmer is the way to go. When you're talking, let's say we're talking about, like, we don't have all the augments technically. There's still a lot of augments that we, don't have. And one of the augments, surprisingly, that we don't have, I want to put darkness there. One of the augments that we don't have, really? No, I'll just put jump back there. One of the augments that we don't have is stuff from other characters like Sid and Edward. The only way to get that stuff is to play through the game again and do it there. And if you guys really like our playthrough, we'll maybe do something like that, but not right now. Alright, so first things first, HP 50% and piercing magic. Rosa's ability to attack is losing its finesse. It's losing its value to us. So I usually remove aim, and we can put twin cast there. No, not twin cast. Wait, no! Just we'll put that there. And Prey's losing its value, so we'll use piercing magic. The other option, too, is to disable white magic. So maybe let's do this. Let's put aim back. Now, some of you might be saying, well, why disable white magic? Because we have dual cast. There's no reason for her to have that in there. And I like to dump Prey. I guess I'm a little... There's just a part of me that really likes her having that ability on. I don't know what it is. This one's really tough. 50% MP or bluff. It's up to you what you want to do. MP 50% for me for sure. Because, again, you're not going to have a lot of time in battles to dick around with using bluff. And whenever we need to use bluff in a boss fight coming up, I assure you, I guarantee you, rather, I will find a better means to use it. Like, we'll swap it in before a boss fight. But bluff, as neat as it is, has kind of lost its value. Except maybe the final boss fight. Again, it's all up to your own discretion. I just don't see it being that functional in the grand scheme of things. So I tend to ditch that one at this juncture. Some people would disagree, and there's a legit reason to disagree with that strategy. But MP is bigger for dungeon crawling, which is why I'm going with the MP for now. When we get closer to the bosses of the game, we can maybe dump summon or black magic, and whatever we need to dump, we'll dump in preparation. Sometimes, like I said, in boss fights, I like to do something a little different with Rydia's abilities, and Cecil's included in that too. Really quick, what I want to do is replace counter with twin cast, and we're going to go to Rosa here so you guys can see this twin cast shit. Aim with twin cast. And let's go pick a fight. Now, the last thing I could do if I really wanted to is get the 4 secret summons. Again, they are very hard to get to drop. There's Goblin, Bomb, Cockatrice, and Mage. I think in my lifetime I've gotten them all to drop over time. Don't get me wrong. I have gotten them all to drop at some point. But I will say this, in the times that it's taken me to get them to drop, I could have probably beaten like a Mega Man game. Mage has always been the hardest one for me to get to drop. So, be weary of that. That's Pyroblast. Now, like I said, there's a chance to get that they'll do Ultima, so we'll keep trying here for it, and I don't want you guys to miss it, but I figure at least fight some goblins, see if we can get the goblin summoned. None of the summons are really that good. The bomb summon blows. The cockatrice one casts breaks sometimes. The mage one is shit. They're all pretty much shit. Okay? And I don't really have much to say outside of that. They're all rather garbagey, shitty kind of summons, but if you're trying to play 100%, get them. Keep fighting the enemies until they drop. I think it's a 1 in 127 chance that it drops. You know, the odds are very much against you. I don't recommend sitting on your hands. I don't recommend going out and attempting to get them unless you are a completionist. And I do believe if you're playing Steam, there is an achievement for getting all 4 of them. And then I think you get a second achievement on top of it because by that point, if you've gone to that much effort to get them, chances are you've collected all the summons in the game. So again, it's up to you guys. Maybe I put Twincast on the wrong people, but I don't know. Again, I don't even care. I thought it was Cecil and Rosa. Pretty sure it was, but fuck it, I don't care. I know they do more than just Pyroblast, though. And I know they do more than Pyroblast. So we'll keep trying at it, guys. We'll keep trying at it. But as I discussed this now, like I said, there's other augments that you can do. And actually, this is a good time to replace Cecil's Defender with the Excalibur here. As I said, we're getting to the point of the game where holy weapons are going to be very useful. The fact that we have every magic spell except one. We still don't have Meteor yet for Redia, but we're very close to getting it. Chances are we actually will get it this playthrough. Do some stuff to keep them busy. Could have sworn, but again, I could be wrong. And at the same time, I also don't really care. So there's, you know, darkness here. And like I said, you'll just want to jump. I'm not getting it to go. Maybe if you guys can recommend something, we get it going, but I'm not getting any. I'm not having any luck here. Like I said, it's not that important, so I'm not going to fret over it. Let's go back to abilities here. Now, like I said, I'm not going to worry about those specialty summons this playthrough. Oh, you know what we could do? Let me show you this. I didn't even think about this until I saw it there. Let's do that. And then do counter. Now, what I've done is replaced attack with kick. This needs some explanation as I'm probably getting some glares. Cecil hits the hardest of any character. Next to Kane's jump. I mean, if you look at their gear and their stats, 120 versus what does Kane have? 99. Yeah, not that impressive, guys, right? We're not that impressed by that. So, one of the interesting aspects of what we can do is use Cecil's kick. Now, this is something for traversing dungeons. What I will do is remove kick like right before a boss fight. Look at that. The innate ability to just kick all enemies. And here's what's even funnier. I'm going to show you something even funnier than that. It's not just that he can kick all enemies, and he does it very quickly, mind you. This is what you need to watch. Check this out. He will counter with kick. Random battles are a thing of the past! No, they're actually still pretty tough. But I always have found that really funny of a strategy. And it came to me to do this because I had put kick on my first DS playthrough. I played through the DS one 2 or 3 times. 3 times. One time actually being more than 3. And I put kick on Kane, and I put counter on Kane. And when I saw what it did, it was just so fucking devastatingly hilarious. Words cannot describe how funny that was. And I said, well, Kane can still outdo more damage. Because back then I gave Cecil darkness and just let him attack. Which was a big mistake because I said, well, thought to myself, what if I reverse this? What if I change this strategy that I'm currently using? And so I did, and it was rather cool to see the crazy-ass result that came later. So kick is a good way to go, and you're going to get to see me use it. I'll show 1 or 2 battles as we head back to the Crystal Castle's Tower Spire fuck thing on the moon. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. We meant to go here. To the moon! To the fucking moon! Also, this is our last chance to spend some cash. To be honest, I would say that we should take this opportunity to do that. And also, here's the other thing too. If you're too lazy to remove kick from Cecil's skills, augments, and I might be that lazy, just use auto attack. It really doesn't matter. And it really shouldn't. Not at this stage of the game. Alright. Let's sell any armor that we're still really holding on to. We'll keep the weapons for throwing purposes. These sons of bitches can go. I would say we need to think about that. Hold on. What does Cecil have equipped here? Still got... Okay, the Genji glove is on. The diamond armlet is on. But I don't have another Genji glove. We'll leave the diamond armlet on here. Because even though the Giant's Glove gives better defense, he needs the magic defense pretty badly. He doesn't really have good defense on that. Okay, so gear-wise, I think we're good everywhere. We're gonna keep the Blitz Whip just to throw the fucking thing, I guess. I think we're good on gear. Yeah, we're pretty good on gear. We could give him the Defender, but I don't want to give him the Defender. He's fine with the gun gear. He really is, for the time being, mind you. He's gonna get a better spear a little later anyway, so there's no reason to swap that in now. All right, let's sell off any armor we're not gonna use. I think we've gotten our use out of the giant gloves. If we get another glove for Edge, it'll probably be Genji. And I believe there is a set of that floating around in the next dungeon, so we got that. I think it's a drop. The diamond armlets can go... Ooh, I didn't check that. Fuck these cursed rings. We've had so many for so long, and I've still not used the fucking things. The Genji shield we'll never really use. The Aegis shield is just so much better. I don't see a reason to do it. The regular shurikens are of no real use to us at this juncture, so we'll dump a lot of them. We didn't use a lot of them, but, you know, it is what it is. Dump that, the Sage's Miter, and I'll double check the diamond armlet, but I don't think there's anything for us to really benefit of it from. They should have rune armlets, yeah. And the rune armlet, obviously, is the better deal. It gives the better stats, so we'll dump the diamond armlet as well. Now, we could sell the Genji shield, and we will, because the Aegis, to me, is a better shield. So we'll dump that. No, don't! Dumping. We're not gonna do anything with the healing staff or the aura staff, so those things can go suck a fat one. Angel arrows and Yoichi arrows. We've kind of got the arrows we're gonna use, so let's dump these as well. All of this is gonna stay. No way to sell. I don't need to sell that anyway. Alright, let's look at stuff to buy here. Let's just bring back some of our Phoenix Downs. We need to talk about elixirs and ethers. I think ethers go a bit further than you would think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We don't have a lot, so if anything, let's just pick up 3. We've got a lot of cottages. We've got a lot of remedies, but I'll pick up some more remedies because these things are just complete awesomeness in an instant. And that should be fine. We'll grab 3 of these. I think we're good on Phoenix Downs. Let's pick up some dry ethers. There we go. And we have a little bit of money left over. I think that will be fine, but let's go ahead and get a few of these. And we'll keep the rest of that cash. So we've got a little bit of a buffer here. We're pretty good everywhere else. Alright, Rooney. We just want to make sure that we are as prepared as one can be for what's coming up. It's very easy to blow through that money as quickly as we did. Again, I don't recommend blowing through money that quickly, except at this juncture. So, and we got the members writ and all that other shit. Hey, I made a rhyme! And whatnot. So there's a lot of give and take to this. So, don't think too much of it right now. Alright, let's make our way over to the Crystal Palace, Crystal Cathedral, Crystal Castle, whatever the fuck it wants to call itself. Alright, let's keep moving here. As I fucking run into another fight. Alright, let's keep moving. Through we go. Some of you might be saying, why even show this? I don't know. I want to show you something this episode, right? You know, just to get us through this episode a little faster, I'll meet you guys at the Crystal Palace. Alright, we've made it to the Crystal Palace. Let's move. What do we have here? The Phoenix Augment. Nice. Yeah, the fucking Phoenix Augment. Bless. And Omnicasting. Okay, so these need some... Ow, I stabbed myself in the foot. Ah! Shit. Fucking floor mats that break apart over time. Help me roll around on my, floor. But anyway, let's talk about these augments here, because we're going to apply all of them right away to somebody. These augments are broken as shit. And these are the augments we got by putting augments on Fusoya, which is why I made such a stink about it to do it. So we're going to put Bless on Edge, because he's our fastest character. So that way I don't feel guilty in waiting for, I don't feel guilty using Bless so much. We have Phoenix and Omnicasting. Omnicasting is going to go on Rosa. Trust me on this. And Phoenix is going to go on Kane. Now, Phoenix needs some explanation. Okay, so, what's the best way to explain this? Just the best way to explain this. Number one, it needs to go on a character who doesn't use magic. That's the easiest way to use Phoenix. Expand all MP to revive party when KO'd. So... pretty much, whenever Kane dies, he will use all of his MP to revive everyone based on how much MP he has. I am trying to figure out the easiest way to explain this. And it's pretty cool. So, expand all MP to revive party when KO'd. So, yeah. I'm going to give this to Kane. Now, that means some serious reorganization here. So, we'll do it like so. Put Jump up there. I'm going to put Cry a bit closer. I don't want to put Darkness closer. Kind of keep Phoenix at the bottom. Darkness, and we'll leave Cry there. Because I can't put, for whatever reason, I can't swap items. So, fuck it. So, Jump is there. Darkness and Cry and Phoenix are where I want them to be. For Edge, Bless becomes a question of where to put it. For right now, we're going to put it under Steel. And Ninjutsu is going to probably later come out for Throw. And we're going to get Steel back in as we start getting closer to endgame. So just keep that in mind as we progress here. We're also going to eventually remove Attack in order to put Steel back in. So... but for right now, for dungeoneering purposes, actually, Throw is a better deal. And Fire Vulnerability. Nah, we'll just leave it right like this for now. We'll swap it around during a boss fight or something. Before a boss fight, rather. Then we get Omnicasting. Target all enemies or allies with any spell. It's exactly what you think. You can AoE cast Haste, Arise, anything that reflect, anything that would not normally, anything that's berserk, anything that's single target normally is now multi-target. Single target, single cast multi-target. So now Rosa is pretty much the greatest fucking healer of all time. Just on that accord. And I will gladly take her attack out to replace it with that. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to do this. Yes, Rosa doesn't get to attack anymore unless you turn on auto battle. That is the one negative thing I think I don't like about this in the DS version of Final Fantasy IV is you're limited on how many skills you can place in here and abilities. Now, again, the reason I get why they did it for the idea of balancing, because if you gave everybody infinite spaces, you could make one character pretty much a deity. But I wish I could move item around. I really do. I really want to move item around. Or at least move it to the bottom of all my lists or something, but I can't do that. So every character has items in like the most weirdest of places. Except for characters who had huge amounts of space. So anyway, we're all relatively set here. You notice how Rosa has the most HP of any character now? Because of the HP plus 50%. That's why I give it to her. She's going to be really hard for enemies to kill. Because she has high magic resistance. She doesn't have great defense, but she's going to sit there and just heal the living shit out of Cecil. So this to me is the ultimate setup. Most gamers can figure out the augment setup by this point. It only takes about 2 to 3 playthroughs to know what the best setup is, and to me this is the most efficient setup for our first playthrough. Obviously the second playthrough will warrant a different amount of attention. But, yeah, I mean, right now, this is a pretty legit setup to tackle the final dungeon. So, the final dungeon is going to take a couple episodes to get through, but I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. Check out my website at www.jacktarstudios.com, and I try to update it as much as I can. And watch me live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/JackTardStudios for live streaming, gameplay, amongst other things, and a shit ton of fun. I want to thank you guys again for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.